The Shadowkin were legends whispered across 47 star systems. Masters of biological camouflage, they could shift their molecular structure to mimic any environment. Their kind had eliminated 3 entire species leadership caste without leaving a trace. When the Galactic Council needed someone permanently removed from the cosmic equation, they called the Shadowkin. High Counselor Thexval sealed the assassination contract with trembling appendages. The human diplomat Elena Volkov has become problematic. Her negotiations have cost the Council 17 profitable wars and 43 territorial acquisitions. The fee is acceptable. Shademaster Vexnil nodded, his form already beginning to blur at the edges. 1 million galactic credits. The target will appear to die of natural causes. Cardiac failure, perhaps a stroke. No evidence will remain. The council chamber emptied as the Shadowkin assassin dissolved into darkness. Within hours, he would be aboard a human transport, molecular camouflage perfect, biometrics masked, weapons undetectable by any known scanner. Elena Volkov would be dead before she realized the danger. What the Galactic Council didn't know was that Elena Volkov was married to a man the human intelligence community knew only as the Baba Yaga. John Wick had retired from his previous profession 5 years ago when he met Elena at a diplomatic reception on Luna Station. She was brilliant, passionate about peace, and completely unaware that her mild-mannered husband had once been humanity's most feared operative. Their quiet life on the outer colonies suited him perfectly, until Vexnil materialized in their bedroom at 0300 hours. The Shadowkin assassin moved like liquid death, morphing from a ventilation system into humanoid form. His bioweapon, a neurotoxin that would mimic a stroke, was already loaded in his delivery system. One touch, and the human diplomat would die in her sleep. John Wick woke the instant the room's atmospheric composition changed by 0.003%. "Elena, stay down," he whispered, his voice carrying the calm certainty of a man who had faced death so many times it had become routine. The Shadowkin froze, shocked that any being could detect his presence. "Impossible. My camouflage is adequate for amateurs," John replied, rising from the bed with fluid grace. "You're Vexnil of the 7th Shade. 43 confirmed kills across the hegemony systems. Cardiac mimicry specialist. The council's paying your usual rate, 1 million credits." Vexnil's form rippled with confusion. "How could you possibly?" "No, because I've killed 17 of your kind. Always wondered when the last one would find me." The assassin's bioweapon shifted, adapting for a new target. "You are merely human. Your reactions are limited by biology." John moved faster than Shadowkin reflexes should have allowed any carbon-based life form to move. The combat knife that materialized in his hand was ancient by galactic standards. Simple steel, no energy fields, no molecular disruptors. Just sharp metal driven by 200,000 years of evolution's finest predator. The blade found the exact molecular junction where Vexnil maintained corporeal cohesion. The Shadowkin scream wasn't audible in normal space. It existed in frequencies that bypassed hearing and went straight to the survival centers of the brain. "The thing about legends," John said quietly as Vexnil's form began to destabilize, "is that they meet other legends. Within 72 hours, word spread through the galactic underworld with the speed of quantum entanglement. The Shadowkin Vexnil, untouchable, unstoppable, undetectable, had been found dead in a human bedroom, killed by a blade that shouldn't have been able to harm him. More disturbing were the follow-up reports. 17 other Shadowkin assassins had been eliminated across human space in a single night, all by the same method, all bearing the signature of someone the criminal networks had thought was a myth. The Galactic Council received a message 3 days later. No sender identification, no trace protocols, just 8 words that chilled them to their alien cores. "Touch my wife again. See what happens." High Counselor Thexval canceled 43 pending assassination contracts and personally issued a species-wide protection order for all human diplomats. The official reasons cited budgetary constraints, but everyone who mattered knew the truth. Humanity had unleashed something from their darkest legends. A man who had once killed 3 beings in a bar with a pencil, who had eliminated an entire crime syndicate because they killed his dog, who had retired from a profession where death was currency. Elena Volkov never knew why alien assassination attempts suddenly ceased. She attributed it to improved galactic relations and continued her peace negotiations with characteristic optimism. John went back to tending his garden, completely unaware that his legendary reputation had just prevented 17 wars and saved approximately 40 billion lives. Sometimes the monsters you create to fight monsters become the very thing that keeps the darkness at bay.